Think you've seen it all? Think again. These Guinness World Records will leave you speechless. From balancing a powered lawnmower on your chin to a parrot on a scooter, we're diving into the strangest, wildest, and weirdest records ever set. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? And stick around to the end for the most unbelievable record of all. 1. Get ready to be disgusted. Diana Armstrong holds the record for the longest fingernails on both hands, measuring an unbelievable 42 feet and 10 inches. That's longer than a school bus. She stopped clipping them after a personal tragedy in 1997, and now simple tasks like buttoning a shirt or holding a phone are nearly impossible. 2. Don Gorski from Wisconsin has eaten over 35,000 Big Macs since 1972. That's about 2 burgers a day for more than 50 years. On his birthday, he sticks candles in a Big Mac instead of a cake, and during Christmas, while his family eats traditional holiday food, he sticks to his usual burger routine. He says there have only been 8 days in all those years when he didn't eat a Big Mac. His advice to anyone thinking of breaking the record? Don't. 3. Carrie Swidecki from California danced her way into the record books by playing Just Dance for 138 hours and 34 seconds straight. She set the record at Otto's Video Games in Bakersfield. No breaks for sleep, no bathroom trips, just dance. 4. If you think your collection of memorabilia is impressive, there's a world record for the largest collection of Hello Kitty items, with over 7,000 pieces. This collection is bigger than what you'll find in official Hello Kitty stores. From plush toys to keychains, it's an obsession taken to a whole new level. 5. Ever tried to do push-ups for 12 hours straight? Jared Young from Australia did, and managed to complete an unbelievable 20,085 push-ups in that time. He also broke the 8-hour push-up record along the way. 6. Nick Stobrel from California holds the record for the longest tongue, measuring a wild 3.97 inches from tip to lip. It's not just long, it's flexible, and Nick uses it to perform tongue tricks that leave crowds amazed. From painting to touching his nose, he's basically a one-man sideshow. 7. Nick Stobrel used his tongue to set another record, removing 5 Jenga blocks with his tongue in 55.526 seconds. The record was all about precision, patience, and some seriously unusual talent. When it comes to tongue tricks, Nick's clearly in a league of his own. 8. Meet Bibi, a black and white cat from Puchong, Malaysia, who can balance 10 dice on one paw. It's a record that sounds fake until you see it. Yes, the cat just sits there while the dice stack up. A little patience, a steady paw, and a whole lot of internet fame. 9. Ashrita Furman, a record-breaking legend from New York, set the record for the longest time hula hooping underwater at 2 minutes and 38 seconds in the Florida Keys. He used a custom metal hoop and a scuba tank, while dolphins watched him swirl around in total confusion. "I think the dolphins thought I was totally crazy," he joked, and honestly, they probably did. 10. Ekachai and Laksana Tiranarat from Thailand locked lips for 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds, setting the world record for the longest kiss. They did it during a Valentine's Day contest, with no breaks, not even bathroom runs. 11. A cockatoo named Chico zoomed into the record books by riding a bird-sized scooter for 16.5 feet in just 14.58 seconds. The speedy parrot appeared on Italian TV and beat his own record, which he had set just days earlier. 12th. Professional stuntman Laurent Lascaux drove a Nissan Qashqai off a 213-foot platform, setting the world record for the highest car bungee jump. The car bounced wildly on a giant bungee cord before safely settling. 13. Abulfazl Saber Mokhtari from Iran set a new record for the most spoons balanced on his body, managing to hold 85 at once. He accidentally discovered his talent when he was a child, and after years of practice, he was able to improve. What started as a strange childhood discovery is now an official world record. 14. David Scutchings and his 16-year-old son Max from Australia performed 45 consecutive inside loops in a glider. They took to the skies over Gawler, South Australia, in a twin-seat glider, and more than doubled the previous record of 24 loops. 15. Rocky, a boxer from Illinois, once held the title for the longest tongue on a living dog, measuring 5.46 inches. After his passing, the record was passed on to Zoe, a Labrador-German Shepherd mix, whose tongue stretches an impressive 5 inches. Even as a puppy, Zoe's tongue was longer than most, and now it's officially record-breaking, 16. In Orlando, Florida, Ripley's, believe it or not, created the world's largest ball of human hair weighing a massive 225 pounds. The hair was collected from haircut clients and rolled into a giant fuzzball nicknamed Hoss. 17th. Ankit Sahu crushed 69 watermelons with his head in 1 minute. He already held the 30-second record with 40 smashed watermelons. With both titles under his belt, Ankit is officially the undisputed watermelon king. 18. A tabby cat named Kit Kat from Missouri broke the record for most skips in 1 minute, jumping over a rope 9 times. Her owner, Tricia Seyfried, started training her at just 6 months old, and now they've made it all the way to Jimmy Kimmel Live. 19. Lee Weir from New Zealand holds the record for the most tattoos of the same cartoon character, with 55 portraits of Homer Simpson inked across his body. Lee originally held the record, lost it, and then got 14 more Homers tattooed to reclaim the title. 20. Mike Cole, a runner and pizza shop owner, ran the Mill Race Marathon in Columbus, Indiana, while carrying a full 16-inch pizza, and still finished in just 3 hours and 14 minutes. He placed 10th among all male runners, but he also snagged the Guinness World Record for the fastest marathon carrying a pizza. 21. Daryl Tan, a 23-year-old cubing legend, solved 14 Rubik's Cubes underwater in 1 breath without any support. He's known for solving cubes while running, juggling, hanging upside down, and more, but this underwater feat pushed endurance and focus to the limit. With 11 Guinness titles to his name, Daryl is in a league of his own when it comes to brainy speed. 22. Bonnie, a spaniel, and Simba, a border collie, are 2 talented pups from the UK who can paint, play instruments, hang clothes, and even recycle bottles. Alongside their owner, Olga Jones, they've broken 4 separate records. 23. A group of engineers in the Netherlands built the world's longest rideable bicycle, measuring an incredible 180 feet and 11 inches. After years of planning and teamwork, 2 riders, 1 steering, 1 pedaling, successfully rode it for 328 feet to make the record official. The bike is longer than 2 blue whales, and with extra pedals added, it also broke the record for the longest tandem bicycle. 24. Swiss freediver Peter Collet set 2 chilling records by swimming over 328 feet under a frozen lake, all on 1 breath. Wearing only swim trunks, he reached 348.5 feet, and with a monofin, he went even farther, 374.6 feet. It's not just record-breaking, it's icy, intense, and incredibly brave. 25. Mike Jack from Canada ate 25 Carolina Reaper peppers, the hottest chili in the world, in just 4 minutes and 36.26 seconds, setting a fiery new record. He's known for taking on extreme spice challenges, regularly pushing the limits of what the human mouth can handle. This record was one of his hottest yet. 26. Jason Schultz from Indiana, known online as Jason Big Nose, holds the world record for the largest nasalung flesh tunnel, which goes through both nostrils and the septum. With a diameter of 0.84 inches, it's wide enough for him to fit his finger straight through. 27. Helen Williams, a Nigerian businesswoman, holds 4 Guinness World Records related to wigs, including the longest handmade wig, which stretched a jaw-dropping 1,152 feet and 5 inches. Just months later, she created the widest wig ever at 11 feet 11 inches, nearly the width of a room. In between titles, she and her team still managed to make around 50 wigs a day. 28th. Cowboy Tough Checks, a Texas Longhorn bull, holds the record for the longest horn spread on a living bull, measuring 8.6 feet from tip to tip. That's more than twice the average, as most Texas Longhorn bulls have horns around 4 feet long. He's worth about $500,000 and has become a true local attraction in Texas. 29th. Andre Ortol from Germany holds the record for the fastest time to drink a 14-ounce bottle of ketchup, finishing it in just 11.09 seconds. The rules? He had to suck the entire thing through a straw, turning tomato sauce into a test of willpower. 30. Andre also holds the record for the fastest time to drink 1 liter of lemon juice through a straw, finishing in just 13.30 seconds. He reclaimed the title in 2024 after previously losing it. Serial record breaker Andre proved once again that when it comes to weird records, he's got the taste for it. 31. A team of chefs in Henan, China, created the longest noodle in the world, stretching over 10,000 feet, almost 2 miles long. It was made completely by hand using a traditional ramen recipe. It even took the Guinness adjudicator 3 full hours just to measure the noodle from end to end. 32. Muhammad Rashid from Pakistan set the record for the most green coconuts smashed with the head in 1 minute, breaking 43 coconuts in just 60 seconds. According to the rules, each coconut had to leak water to count as officially broken, no cracks without splash. With speed, strength, and a seriously tough skull, Rashid cracked his way into the record books. 33. At the National Beard and Mustache Championships, 86 bearded men linked their facial hair to create a beard chain over 195 feet long, longer than the wingspan of a Boeing 777. That's enough beard to rival 2 blue whales. It's one of the hairiest records ever made. 34. In the Philippines, Ricardo Cano Guapotan built the world's largest building shaped like a chicken. The chicken is 114 feet and is actually a hotel, with 15 rooms, inside Campuestohan Highland Resort. It's become a point of pride for Ricardo's family and a growing landmark for the entire region. 35. David Rush from Idaho balanced a powered lawnmower on his chin for 9 minutes and 17.38 seconds, setting a record that's as risky as it is ridiculous. He pulled it off to raise awareness for STEM education. 36. A man broke the record for the most straws stuffed in a mouth by fitting 650 plastic straws all at once. No hands allowed. To make it count, every straw had to be fully inside his mouth and stay put for at least 10 seconds. Rubber bands were allowed to keep the straws bundled, but it was all up to his lips to hold them in place. 37. Bella, a 14-year-old Moggy from the UK, set the record for the loudest purr by a living domestic cat with a volume of 54.59 decibels. That's about as loud as a boiling kettle and just enough to drown out the TV, according to her owner. 38. Seben Saji surprised the world with his extraordinary engineering skills by creating an offbeat gadget even a techie might not think to build. The world's smallest working washing machine. It's just 1.2, 8 by 1.3, 2 by 1.52 inches, even smaller than a Tamagotchi. 39th. Ram Singh Chauhan from India has grown the world's longest mustache, stretching over 14 feet in length. He started growing it in his teens and hasn't trimmed it in over 40 years. His mustache is so legendary, he's even showcased it at ceremonies on the India-Pakistan border. 40. At just 13 years old, Avery Emerson Fisher pulled off 38 magic tricks underwater in 3 minutes. She performed the entire routine while scuba diving in a 22-foot deep tank at San Francisco's Aquarium of the Bay. With over 30 dives and 12 scuba certifications under her belt, Avery made underwater magic a reality. 41. Now this is crazy. How does a person even think of something like this? Well, meet Jacob Hillhouse. He achieved the world record for most closed pegs clipped to the face in 1 minute. He clipped a total of 52 pegs to his face. 42. Ibrahim Al Nasser from Saudi Arabia set the record for the most gaming consoles connected to a single TV, with a total of 444 consoles. He used over 30 RCA switchers and 12 HDMI switchers to make the setup work. To keep track of it all, he uses an Excel spreadsheet to know exactly which cables and boxes connect to which console. 43. Apollo, an African gray parrot from the USA, set the record for the most items identified by a parrot in 3 minutes, naming 12 objects correctly. He was trained by Dalton and Victoria Mason using positive reinforcement. From a book to a sock to a Wario action figure, Apollo nailed them all. He's not just smart, he's also a bit of an internet star. 44. Chad Fell from the USA set the record for the largest bubblegum bubble blown without using hands, reaching a diameter of 20 inches. He pulled it off by chewing 3 pieces of double bubble gum. No hands, just breath, and a bubble big enough to cover his whole face. 45. Jens Richter from Germany drifted for nearly 30 minutes straight, keeping full control the entire time. He completed 81 laps on the icy track, covering a total of about 11 miles. The record was set at the Porsche Arctic Center in Levi, Finland, using a custom electric Porsche Taycan built for the challenge. 46. It probably never crossed your mind to try eating M&Ms blindfolded with chopsticks, but Brendan Kelby from Australia gave it a shot and set a record. He managed to eat 28 M&Ms in 1 minute under those tricky conditions. 47. Charlotte Lee from Seattle has the world's largest collection of rubber ducks, with over 5,600 unique ducks and counting. What started in 1996 as quirky bathroom decor became a global collection, spanning all shapes, colors, and themes. Each duck has a story, and Charlotte knows them all. 48. Brittany Lacayo from Texas holds the record for the widest tongue in the world, measuring 3.11 inches across. That's wider than a hockey puck. It's even an inch wider than it is long, making this one seriously unique record. 49. Nicholas Manning from Australia set the record for the fastest time to put on 10 pairs of underpants, just 13.03 seconds. He trained for 6 months to get it right, and it paid off. He also holds records for putting on 23 pairs in 30 seconds and 44 in a minute, making him the undisputed king of quick changes. 50. Just when you think you've seen everything, Drill Man shows up. Kranthi Kumar Panakera from India stopped 57 running fan blades with his tongue in just 60 seconds. This accomplishment requires maximum precision, control, and speed, and a whole lot of courage. And there you have it. Proof that reality is often weirder than fiction. If you enjoyed the madness, give it a like. Drop your favorite record in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.